What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Jedi Jive. My name is Mike. Joining us again is my sister, Jenny.
Hey, everyone.
So good to be back after a couple of months. Glad you're here, Jenny, because we got some main event Star Wars. The whole reason I started this channel was to react to The Mandalorian, and everything has always seemed like it's in the future. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi, Boba Fett, all these shows were like, I couldn't wait for, and now it's all happened. And Ahsoka being like a main event Star Wars show now is so exciting to me and crazy to think that this is a reality now.
Yeah.
And this is new Star Wars. Anyway, I can't wait to react, and this is going to be interesting because I'm a Star Wars fan that's watched Clone Wars and Rebels.
We're going to have very different experiences watching this show because I have not watched a single episode of Rebels, let alone the Clone Wars. So all of these characters, or many of these characters anyway, are going to be very familiar to you, whereas I have little to no context for them.
Well, you know who they are, you know their names, you know Harrison Dula, Sabine Wren, Ahsoka.
I've done some reading, but like I haven't seen these.
You have
shows,
some general context.
I have some
honestly,
general knowledge, but not a lot of specific context.
I don't think you're gonna need that much more than that in order to have some fun. I think I might be slightly more emotionally invested because of what I know about how what they've gone through already. But nonetheless, it's gonna be an awesome reaction. Dave Filoni is doing what is basically a 1 hour premiere episode, and there's another episode after this one. But Dave Filoni is George Lucas's protege, like the guy that we all trust and are like wanting to take Star Wars into the, into the future. And so far he's everybody has been laying their faith on him, hoping that he's going to, carry this through. So there is a little bit of pressure on this to
do well.
Yeah.
Be good.
I don't think this needs to be crazy right now. I think they do need to obviously tell the story of what's going on to some degree to people like you who don't have all of the context that, are going to need some exposition. But in general, like the real thing here is that they're doing new Star Wars. They're using characters that we love. Like I love the character of Ahsoka. We've already seen a bit of her in Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, played by Rosario Dawson. So there's a little bit of familiarity with her there already for people like you that haven't seen the animated series. But for people like me, this is going to be like so good. There's obviously going to be some cameos. The music, Kevin Kiner, I am so excited for the music. I know this is because music in Star Wars has always hit so hard, and Kevin Kiner has proven that he can make it perfect. So I can't wait to keep my ears open for some good music, some good lightsaber battles, some good action, and then obviously filling out the lore. And bringing new fans into characters that we love these characters. We want you guys to have an in on learning about some of these characters so that you get emotionally invested too over time. I can't wait. Anyway, guys, let's jump in. Let's have some fun. I can't wait to react, and we'll talk about it afterwards.
Perfect.
I love it already. Suspenseful
it's a ceremonial sort of sound to this drumming. Definitely a slow burn kind of an opening. Oh,
there's a crawl at the beginning. This is cool because it's not going back. It's just going up. So it's got a little bit of its own thing.
Okay, great. So we've got like a big piece of exposition right here.
Perfect.
Already.
I love that they just didn't waste time. They're like, just put this in a crawl. Okay, so Morgan Elspeth, we're continuing episode 5 of season 2 of Mando. Where is your master, Grand Admiral Thrawn?
Right.
The signal is an old Jedi clearance code. They say they're here to see the prisoner.
Captain, who are they?
It's Balin and his apprentice.
I want to meet these Jedi.
Yep.
It's quite a surprise meeting Jedi out here. You're no Jedi. Just some overconfident Imperial trash who just push their luck too far.
Yo.
These imposters for identification.
Allow me to show you our identity.
Nice.
Oof.
You're right about one thing, Captain. We're no Jedi.
Wow.
Wow.
I love the color of the lightsaber. It's like orange, like peach colored. Yo. This is that trailer shot. He's got a Vader hallway scene.
Yeah.
Rogue One hallway scene. His, like, broad-shouldered look, I love it. Dark Jedi. Oh, it's Morgan Elspeth.
Morgan Elspeth.
Balin, you are true to your word. She knows about Thrawn.
Who is this Jedi?
Ahsoka Tano.
You're right. His shoulders look like a football
Super broad.
player
I love
or
it.
something.
I love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Love this landscape.
Yeah, and I love how it almost has like an animated
I see what you
feel
mean.
to it.
I see
Like
what you
it's
mean.
not like a bad CGI, like good, like artsy CGI. Yes.
What?
Love that move. That was beyond cool.
That was baller.
Yes. Love the music. Love the like Tomb Raider, ancient Egypt,
Yeah.
Indiana Jones feel
Yeah,
of like, you know, the
exactly.
map room. Dropping into the map room through the little hole in the ceiling,
Yeah.
you know? Yes. Love the Tomb Raider, like solving puzzles and
That whole vibe.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. The sound of tomb puzzles grinding against each other. I love it.
It's like watching somebody listen to a safe while they try to crack it.
Yeah.
You know what she's doing?
Yeah. She doesn't
She's
need to
so
say much.
cool.
She's so cool, yeah. What is this orb?
Is this the map?
Yeah, this must be the map. Yeah.
Another nice move.
Oh, sick. They're leaving a lot of room for ambiance.
Yeah.
I like it.
What? That's so cool.
She is so unafraid. Just
Yeah, she's like, bring it.
like, whatever. Yeah, this is a slow Tuesday for her.
What?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go. Yes. Okay. All right. Time to go.
Yang, where are you?
Oh, they're gonna be big bombs.
Just keep flying and lower the ramp.
Independence Day. Yo, that was a close one.
I found it.
The map.
Right where Morgan said it would be.
This already, well, this episode at least already has more of the Andor pacing.
Yeah.
They're letting it breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, anyway, this one, letting it breathe, consists more of ambiance, whereas Andor was like soaking in the details of everyday life.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, yeah. We'll see what we get here.
Yeah.
Now here's Hera.
General Syndulla. It's good to see you.
And you. I prepared a briefing to get you caught up.
Just like old times. This one holds the secret Morgan's after.
Which is?
The
Thrawn.
location of the last missing Imperial Grand Admiral. Thrawn.
Thrawn died at the Battle of Lothal.
His death was never confirmed.
If Thrawn survived, does that mean Ezra?
Ezra.
I hope so.
Mmm.
You know who could help you with this?
Sabine Wren.
I do. I'm not sure she'll want to help.
She'll do it. For Ezra.
This monument we dedicate here today stands in recognition of Commander Bridger.
Oh, cool.
and the-
Oh, it's the mural. Okay.
May their courage and commitment
Oh.
never be.
Clancy Brown, right?
Clancy Brown. He's played so many roles.
Commander Sabine Wren.
Nope.
Sabine Wren. Find her now.
And this is like the Little Mermaid. She's off like, where's
where's Ariel?
Ariel?
I just forgot.
Nice.
All right, look, Commander, I have my orders. I'm gonna need you to pull over.
Well, here's a new order. Get lost.
Oh, this is gonna be the bit from the trailer where she scoots underneath.
Mm-hmm. Yo.
Nice. He's like, I respect.
Mm-hmm. Loath cat.
Kitty.
Cool animation how it shook.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh, it's so cute.
No. We haven't heard them like vocalize other than hissing in The Mandalorian. See, this is that Andor like feeding your cat, like everyday stuff you were talking about. These details are so important. I want one.
As a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision no one else can. We're not really family, but you're like a sister to me. And I'm counting on you to see this through. May the Force be with you.
It's like when you keep that one voicemail on your phone and listen to it over and over again.
Unless she was like a Padawan that escaped Order 66, she'd be too young to have been there and like a Jedi already.
This one?
Yeah.
An ancient temple built by my ancestors. The Night Sisters of Dathomir.
Oh. I didn't realize she was a Night Sister. No way.
Send this one to the planet Lothal.
She means this Inquisitor character here in black with the helmet. Oh, the sound of X-Wings is like coming home to me. They definitely like the arms crossed thing, and they make her mannerisms a lot like the animated Ahsoka.
I think I know how to find Ezra.
Sold. Great music. This reminds me of like E.T.
No one would design a map you couldn't read. There must be a key or codex of some sort.
You never made things easy for me, Master.
There is nothing easy about being a Jedi.
Okay, so Sabine Wren isn't Force sensitive, but she has had the Darksaber.
Can I take this?
I'm not sure that's a good idea. The map stays here.
Okay.
I'll just slip this in my back pocket.
As you requested, I have run an analysis on the lightsabers.
Oh.
This one, I do not recognize. In the last 500 years, I've only known...
So he knows Balin, and Balin found himself an apprentice. That's why I said she wasn't old enough.
Master and an apprentice.
Yes.
Formidable adversaries. For you alone.
She's like, please. I can handle myself. Oh. Evil little probe. Love it. And this reminds me of Darth Maul and his little probe that he has searching for Anakin. Cool shot, man. Hell yeah. Great shot, Filoni. This man is an artist.
Mentoring someone is a challenge. I bet your master found you difficult at times.
Anakin never got to finish my training. Before the end of the Clone Wars, I walked away from him and the Jedi.
Okay, well that seems to have worked.
Yeah. Sweet. Oh, it's a whole nother galaxy?
Think I'm going on a trip.
Thank God for the cat.
Oop.
Well, they got the map back, but she knows where to go.
She knows what it says.
Oh, lightsaber. Is it Shin? Yes.
That's too bad.
We're gonna get a lightsaber battle. Nice! It's Ezra's lightsaber. Dude, green versus orange. This is a first. Nice. Sabine Wren, she's been trained by multiple Jedi, so she doesn't suck.
Whoo!
Did that go through the middle of her or through the grazer?
Looked like she went straight through her.
It looked like it went to the side.
Yeah, see, there's an exit wound.
Nah, it's to the side. Did not hit her vital organs.
Aww.
Yeah, okay. Ray Stevenson passed away. There's like an animated sequence at the end here. Cool, yeah, and then new music. Yeah, so the music is definitely one of the things I said I was going to keep my ears open for. There was like 4 times there where I was like, ooh, love the music choice.
The music choices were really intentional.
Yeah, good
really
ambiance.
Distinct.
It all matched the scene, like where she was like trying to solve the puzzle. It had that kind of like inquisitive feel to it, where it was like, she was thinking. It was pensive and lots of ambiance. Like we said, they were leaving breathing room everywhere.
This whole episode was like a slow burn.
Very slow. Actually, a couple times where I was like, okay, maybe give it a little bit more juice. Like with Ahsoka talking to Hera in the ship, where it was like, I think a lot of that was what I was talking about, where they're like perfectly matching her mannerisms to the way the animated character, which is good. The people that really care about it want to see it visually faithful like that. And I think some of that slow-paced kind of those mannerisms where she like has to take her time in order to like match the way the character is known to a lot of people, that also brought the pace down a little bit. But overall, I made that comment towards the beginning where I was like, this already feels like it has the Andor pacing to it, where they're letting the moment breathe. They're letting people slow their lines down. It isn't guns and shooting and explosions every 2 seconds. We can she can walk into her apartment and pour some food for her cat, and you can enjoy all the little sound design elements that they put in there, like where she went in and did the little Lara Croft Tomb Raider spinning the dials thing, and you hear that sort of like ceramic grinding sound,
the stone grinding on stone, and the dust falling.
And it's just the audio is appealing, and it's like I said, there was also lots of like, that looks like a desktop background where like Dave Filoni just sets up like a very like, somebody made some concept art and then they like put some money into making that concept art happen.
A beautiful city, that sort of Land of Oz city that they were in.
Yeah, updated Lothal is what it was.
Lothal was like gorgeous, beautiful design. Loved the shots of Ahsoka sort of flying through that city.
That's actually significant because it's supposed to like be a visualization of like the post-Empire. Like they're not oppressed anymore. They're not run down and having their resources tapped by the Empire. Like they've been able to flourish now.
Yeah.
So that does distinguish the whole, like, this is a post-Empire galaxy we're in here, and that flavor was there, and I loved that. And I also made the comment too that like that first episode definitely felt a little bit more like Sabine's story.
It did
than Ahsoka's.
It absolutely did,
and I'm cool with it so far because they're about to team up and go find Ezra.
Yeah, Sabine
and
missing Ezra, Sabine looking for Ezra.
Yeah. Also really happy about the fact that they Morgan Elsbeth is a Dathomirian Night Sister. She's a witch. Which is significant. There's a lot of like Dathomir stuff, and Sabine, that's where the Darksaber ended up after Maul had it, and Sabine ended up getting it. So like there's so much lore that they could end up like, you know, there could be filaments tied into different things in different episodes, and I can tell that the fans of Rebels and Clone Wars are already like, she mentioned Anakin's name once. We didn't like hear any lines from him or see him, but like we know there's gonna be some of that. Loved the lightsaber battles, Ahsoka with the robots in the beginning. Just
and let's also
really cool
mention
choreography.
The voice of David Tennant as Huyang, like Doctor Who himself. That's a very cool sort of
loved
nod to like all the sci-fi fans out there, you know.
Yeah, and he also got to like have that scene where he like mentioned how he was building lightsabers during the Clone Wars or whatever, and then you got to see like, oh, this lightsaber I recognize, it belongs to Balin's skull.
Yeah.
And then this one I don't. It was like, so that gave you the whole Master and Apprentice thing. New color lightsaber we haven't seen before because he's just like a new kind of Jedi we haven't seen before.
This
dark
orangey
Jedi
sort of color.
Used to be a Jedi, got disillusioned, not a fan of the Jedi, kind of the way Ahsoka was, where she left for the Jedi. Like, I'm not in this club anymore. So that line, you're right, we are no Jedi, he said to that guy in the beginning. That's a line that Ahsoka says.
Oh, really?
In the Clone Wars, or she says it in Rebels. Sorry, when she first learns that Vader is. That Anakin became Vader and she's confronting him and fighting him for the first time. He refers to her as his Jedi and she says, I am no Jedi. So that means that Balin and Ahsoka actually have something in common with each other.
That's very
interesting. I'm already like, I can't wait for episode 2. Like, I'm already like, let's.
All right.
The pacing is slow, but it's like I said, we get those everyday. You made a comment like, but it's about those everyday flavor.
Yeah. That was my favorite thing, hands down.
Cyril Karn
about
having
Andor.
cereal.
Yeah,
like, here
my
she was
favorite thing about Andor
food.
by far was like experiencing those little everyday details in each episode.
One more thing I kept pointing out was the like, I personally, I don't know about you, but I personally, not just in the audio, but like the audio visual experience, felt like I was getting called back to very specific things. Like at one point I was like, this music reminds me of E.T. Or like, this looks like the map room in Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way he's not referencing the map room. Like, Indiana Jones comes down through the circle, does a little Tomb Raider thing where he makes and it's, it had some, we know that's, you know, that Star Wars and Indiana Jones have had little Easter eggs with each other too.
Yeah.
Before. So I totally loved all of those little callbacks where it was just like reminding me of stuff that I loved. So Dave Filoni, man.
Yeah, nice job. Nice work.
Can't wait for episode 2. I'm already like, I can't wait to see what happens next.
All right, let's do it,
man. Guys, let us know what you thought about episode 1 in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to see this reaction fully unedited, go over to patreon.com/JediJive. That's where we put them up. We'll see you in the next reaction.
Peace.
Peace.